Good evening. Yes, we're admiring you. A whole army of you. It's amazing actually how you're always all together. One does this and the other does that. And sometimes you do it to each other, like scratching each other. Scratch me there, that's where it itches. Yes. And then you never quarrel. All day long and all night long you're together. And no cross words. Indeed, no words for that matter. True to your state of life. All good Cistercians, as your habit suggests. Well, you know that as you're here in the shade of Monaster Boyce, you are something of Eden which has not been lost, which the old monks of old used to find again. Remember the old monk who was copying a manuscript and he had a help from a fly. He said to the fly who was on the page, "Stay here, someone has called me at the door. I must go, and I want you to stay here where my finger is until I return to keep the place on the manuscript." And he did. So many stories are told about these old saints who were close to Eden. And you haven't quite lost it, have you? And you know that there's one thing actually that we haven't quite lost. It's what happens in the little people that we have. You know that the Curé Vase used to call children les anges de la terre, the angels of the earth. Little children have something of it too. They're not quite as contaminated as we are. Do you know why? Well, their soul has just been ignited directly by God, and it's put there in the little body. And it's a bit of the divine on earth until we manage to mess it up. Isn't it sad? Well, I was looking one day, years ago, when in the monastery, at two little children holding hands. And I thought to myself, how good it is that little children can be quite happy just to hold hands and be with their best friend. Simple joys. Whereas the adults have all kinds of ways of contacting each other and mess it all up big time. But you don't, do you? Why is it that the hand says more than all the words that fill the air, and that a child can hold another child with links so small that will yet bond two lives, hence where once smiled the sun of rising warmth. And why do we, when all is said and done, do nothing more than hold a being by these paws that see, neath wrinkled skin, the soul that learned this law? For there is in a touch much hiddenness of understanding. Grasped and clasped limbs are bridges whereon pass in gentleness the moving things that memory ne'er dims. For we are said, when all our meanings stand within the grasp of but a clasping hand. Would you agree? Of course we do. We learned it well before you. How complicated you make life. All we need is the essential. You need to things. You foolish, foolish bipeds. Night, night. Keep it simple and teach us to do the same. Bye-bye.